Greetings, thanks for tuning in. Today a new vehicle features itself here on the channel. This is a 2009 Honda Accord. It is powered by a 3.5 liter V6 engine, and today I'm going to change the oil in it. It won't be anything too special, won't be anything too complicated. I'll go ahead, I'll open it up here. I'll go ahead, start her on up real quick. Fires right up, but you can see the oil life is at 15%. If I clear this message right here, you'll see that we're sitting at 129,655 miles. If you look up at the sticker up here, you can see the last oil change was on 3/29/2023. It is June 10th of 2024, and you can see as well that the mileage right there is 128,346 miles till next due. Like I said, we're at 129,665. It's definitely overdue. Let's get on that. I'll go ahead, I'll shut it off. Before I get out, I'll pop the hood as well. And I've got everything that I'll be using here for the oil change. I have the Rhino ramps, so I'll be able to drive up on that. I won't need to use a jack or jack stands or anything like that. It'll make the job a little bit easier. I have 5 quarts of Mobil 1 5W20 oil, full synthetic. I have my DeWalt Mechanics tool set. I have a roll of paper towels for when things get messy. I have a funnel. I have some cleaner that I was just using to clean some things up earlier. I have some oil filter wrenches. I don't know if that one will fit right there, but I have a universal, so we'll see if that fits. An oil catch can, and to go with the new oil, a new oil filter. This one's an OEM filter. It is a 15400 PLMA-02 filter, so that should be everything that we need. I'll go ahead and slide the ramps underneath. I have positioned the ramps underneath of here. As you can see, it is real close to that bumper, so I think it'll be able to go up without scraping. It should. It's just about good to go. Let's go ahead and roll her up onto the ramps. And there she is. Real close like I had mentioned, but she made it up. I'll go ahead and pop the hood open. And there we go. Like I said, I got 5W20 full synthetic, so I like to make sure that this cap will open up before I do anything. There we go. It opens up. Looks a little bit dirty inside, but that's not much to judge it off of. So I'll go ahead, screw that back on just so no contaminants get down into it, and we'll take a look underneath at what we're looking at. This is actually my first time ever underneath this car, and I just found out something pretty nifty. Maybe all Hondas have this, maybe they all don't. But this one right here says engine oil and points right to the drain plug, so that's pretty convenient to be able to find out where that is pretty easily. If you don't know what you're doing, that's definitely nice to have. But I'll go ahead and see what size socket fits this, and then I'll go ahead and pop it off. The bolt that I just mentioned right here is a 17mm bolt. Fits onto a standard hex head. I have it on my 3/8 drive socket wrench. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll get that. I'll slide my oil drain pan underneath of here just to collect any kind of excess oil that is definitely going to come draining out. And I will pop that on, loosen her up, and drain the old oil. Make sure it's going the right direction first. Give it a couple little luff taps. Move the pan out of the way first. There we go. Looks like it is good to hand loosen now. And I'm hoping it's not too hot because the exhaust is hot, just from that little bit of engine running. Look at that. Beautiful. I'll let that drain out. The last of the oil is draining out right now. I'm just cleaning up any debris that got on here. I had it sitting hex head down, but I just want to play it safe. Make sure there's nothing up here. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clean out around where the drain plug normally sits too. Just kind of give that a little wipe down. Going to have a little bit of oil on it, but that's just fine. And you can see just how black that old oil is, so it was definitely due for changing. Hopefully it'll run a little nicer with that on, but I'll go ahead. I'll thread this right back in. You can see it's already stopped draining out. I'll go ahead, give that one last little wipe down real quick. I want to make sure when I'm driving this that I can tell that it's not a fresh leak, so anything excess will be wiped off. I'll go ahead, screw this on. Kick the oil drain pan out of the way again. Take my socket wrench, set it to tighten. Stick this on and, well, without going too overboard, tighten. So that feels like it's on there pretty good. Doesn't have any kind of crush washer or anything in it, so I don't want to go too overboard because it feels like it's on there pretty firmly right now. like I said, don't want to go breaking anything. Car's in good shape. Last thing I want to do is make anything break. So I'll go ahead and we'll get the oil filter off. I'm on the passenger side of the car right now. You can see that oil filter kind of sits up in the wishbone side of this control arm. Doesn't look like it's too hard to access. I can stick my hand right up here. I don't know how. Oh, look at that. I didn't even need a wrench for it. If I did need a wrench, though, fortunately, I have a, what size is this? 65 to 67 millimeter oil filter wrench, which does fit perfectly on the end of this, so I could use that as well. But as I've showed, I don't need it, so I'll put my oil pan underneath. Set this stuff aside and drain her out. Oh, look at that. Dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Yeah, it's some nasty stuff. Yeah, it's not exactly the best design because you can see the oil filter is covered in oil now. But she gets the job done. That's a lot of oil stored in there. Lovely. So this right here is why I always get paper towels. Some people advise wearing gloves. I would also advise wearing gloves. I just never think to do it until my hand is covered in oil. So I'll wipe this down. I'll wipe off a little bit around the filter housing. I'll put the new filter on. As you can see right here, there's some grime on the oil filter housing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to wipe it down real quick. I'll move out the oil pan and then I'll screw on the new filter. So this is sitting right here and just look how much oil is all over that. That's what was all over my hand. So that's lovely. I wiped all the dirt and grime off the bracket. I have the new Honda filter right here, which as you can see has the Honda logo printed right on it. It's got a lot of Japanese writing right there, and it says Honda Genuine Parts. So pretty cool. I'll go ahead, I'll put it down so I can show you. I like to take a bead of oil, or not a bead of oil, a little bit, like a quick little fingertip of oil, trying to make sure it's relatively clean, and just seed a nice little bead around on here. That makes it so that it'll slide on easier, so that when you're twisting it, it's not going to rub the rubber off, slip off the gasket, anything like that, and it'll seat it on properly. So, like I said, make sure there's no dirt or grime in that oil. If you've sand, dirt, whatever on your fingers, you can see I have a little bit right here. That could prevent it from seating on properly. Now that I have that taken care of, I'll slide my hand up, I'll screw it on, and now that it's started to thread, it's pretty easy to just put on. I will give it a good few hand cranks down. I'm not going to go and slap the wrench onto it. I'll put down my phone, kind of double-handed a little bit. Not put it on too tight, but just make sure it's got a good grip on it. I have gone ahead and wiped up all the oil drips, so anything that's on there now is just residual. A little bit spilled onto the ground, but I'm going to fill it up with oil. Once again, it takes 5W20. I bought it in a 5-quart bottle just because it's cheaper that way. It takes 4.4 quarts with a filter change and 4.2 without it said. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put about 4.2, 4.3 in there. I'll check the dipstick because there's going to be some residual in there and we'll see how it looks. Being the genius and precise person that I am, you can see that I spilled it all over that plastic cover there, so I'll go ahead and wipe that up. Put on the cap once again. And we will pull and check the dipstick, which is the orange one over here, not to be confused with the transmission fluid dipstick, which is the yellow one down there. Now I've just pulled the dipstick and you can see right now that it's got all this old oil on it. It's very dark, so I'll go ahead. I'll wipe that off with a paper towel, which I'm doing behind the camera right now. I'll show you again, it's nice and clean now. Try to get off anything extra. Soak it into there a little bit. There we go. So let's put that in again and we'll check it. Kind of snake it in like so. Pull it out. And as you can see, the oil is a good level. So that was about 4.3, 4.4 quarts. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and put that back in. Make sure it pops in snug. Let's go ahead and start it up. Behind the wheel now, you can see I have the flash on because it's starting to get dark out. While it's running, I'm going to reset the oil life as well. That's pretty simple. I'll take this little button here on the right-hand side. I'll hold it down. I need to hold it for about 10, 15 seconds, something like that. So I'll keep holding it. You can see it'll start blinking like that. So I'll let off now, and I'll press and hold down again for another 10 to 15 seconds, however long it takes. Keep holding it here. And you can see she's back at 100%. Beautiful. And the engine sounds to be running like it always is. It's got that little click to it. It's the normal sound that it has. Look underneath. Oil filter seems dry. No drips underneath it there. Oil drain plug seems dry. With the engine oil life reset, the oil changed, and no leaks, I'd say this is a successful oil change. On that note, that's all I have planned for this video. Nothing too exciting, nothing too interesting, just a quick little oil change tutorial, demonstration, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. This is my first time featuring the Honda on the YouTube channel, so maybe I'll show it again, maybe not. Hopefully, I'll give like a quick little walk-around tour, any maintenance I do on it, something like that. It's another family vehicle of ours, so it's getting driven a fair bit now, and the oil is definitely due to be changed, so hopefully we'll get many more good miles out of it. On that note, that's all that I had, like I said. Thanks for watching. If you want to stick around, subscribe, tune in for more videos. I got more old stuff, more new stuff, and I'm trying to get more adventure and outdoorsy content rather than just cars. So thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in to the next one.